Yeah. All right, so I was thinking for inspiration for mine, I would do my sugar skull on Julia Child. So I did some reading up on her last night and decided that like good things to, one of the things from the stats they had was like how many pounds of butter she used during her time. So I was thinking I could use the color of butter, or maybe put a symbol of butter on her forehead. And then when I think of her as like holding a great big whisk. So that's something else I'd like to incorporate. And then when I watch some of her shows, like she wears like a light blue really often. And her two friends that she originally started writing her first French cookbook with, they called themselves the Très Gourmand. So I was thinking like the number 3 is a good symbol for her. She had, brown curly hair. And then I think like she taught French cooking. So I was thinking the French flag for other ways, things that I could incorporate. Is it just red, white, and blue? Isn't it 3 stripes? Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, those are the things that when I think about her, that I would want to put in it. Like maybe I could do like sticks of butter across her eyes. I don't know. She's a pretty fascinating lady. So that's like where I've got so far. I'm always surprised by how many kids haven't had a chance to thread a needle, and not to be gross, I usually I lick the thread to get it to go through, and I want them to double it up so we have it so it's nice and strong. And some of them want to go super duper long, which is a really bad idea because it just knots going in and out. So, I go for like a foot or so. Maybe a little longer than that sometimes, but that's about right. Now, how do you like to knot it?
Yep, that's what I do.
Just right through here, right?
Yeah.
And boop, just a nice little knot. So I'll do it again. Fold it over in a loop. Push the bottom through the hole. And voila, you have a knot. Ta-da! Okay. So, I don't really bother with pins because I don't think it's necessary, but we can. Kelly says it's a good idea.
The option if you do want to pin something.
So, have that there. Start from the bottom because you don't want the tail to go in there. And I just do like a really basic stitch. And to make sure that first, so I came up through there, I'm going back down before this is all pulled out. And I'm gonna take my thread and go through. Oh, God, the jokes are themselves here. All right, just go through there so it will hold it tight, and then it won't go through. And then now it's all bolted down and you can get to the business of just thread left here, but I still need to get to the knotting part, and sometimes I have problems with students who get it like down to like here, and then they can't do it, and then we're, you know, sitting around using hot glue trying to fix problems. So from here, I go underneath my last seam, and then I go take my needle and go through, thread, knot at the bottom. Now I'm gonna go back in, and remember how you want to keep that thread to stay put through there. And now, ta-da!